In the still, misty waters of ancient Chinese ponds, the lotus rises, its brilliant blooms unfolding from the mud in a breathtaking act of purity and resilience. This miracle of nature, so common yet so profound, wove itself deep into Chinese folklore and across many Asian traditions as a living symbol of regeneration, purity, and timeless endurance. But beyond the flower's exquisite beauty, it is the humble lotus seed that holds a particularly powerful meaning. The quiet promise of life renewed, strength sustained, and longevity blessed. Legends tell of the lotus as a sacred force, able to bridge the mortal world and the eternal. In Chinese culture, lotus seeds were not just food. They were offerings to the heavens, tokens of purity given to ancestors, and emblems of the heart's deepest desires for a long and blessed life. There is something captivating about imagining a pilgrim, long ago, making their way to a quiet temple, lotus seeds clutched carefully in their hand. A prayer, a hope, wrapped in the simplest form. In the ancient mind, these seeds were not just sustenance. They were vessels of something greater, little miracles that carried within them the power to renew life again and again. Today, modern science, ever patient and curious, has unlocked the very real gifts hidden within these small, modest seeds. What ancient peoples once intuited through ritual and reverence, we now confirm with microscopes and studies. Lotus seeds are a potent source of nourishment, rich in compounds that help sustain life and promote healing at the cellular level. They are packed with flavonoids, natural antioxidants that combat oxidative stress, shielding our cells from the slow damage that leads to aging and disease. These flavonoids work in tandem with the seed's generous supply of plant-based proteins, providing the building blocks the body needs for constant repair and renewal. In fact, lotus seeds seem almost designed for endurance. In nature, they can remain dormant for extraordinary spans of time, decades, even centuries, and still spring back to life when conditions are right. Scientists have marveled at seeds over 1,000 years old that, once given water and warmth, began to grow again. It is a breathtaking testament to their symbolic and literal connection to longevity, resilience, and regeneration. When we consume lotus seeds, we are, in a way, drawing that same ancient power into our own lives, feeding our bodies with the potential for healing, vitality, and renewal. But the gifts of the lotus seed are not just chemical. They are emotional, spiritual. Eating lotus seeds can feel like participating in a quiet, centuries-old ritual. Their soft, delicate flavor and satisfying texture encourage mindfulness. They invite us to slow down, to nourish ourselves with care and reverence, just as those ancient temple-goers did. In a world that moves so fast, the simple act of savoring something so pure and time-honored can feel like a balm to both body and soul. In this way, the lotus seed remains a bridge between past and present, between myth and reality, between body and spirit. It reminds us that vitality is not a wild, unattainable thing, but something nurtured patiently, gently, with small acts of care. Every seed eaten is like planting a wish within ourselves, for strength, for peace, for the quiet unfolding of a long, beautiful life. So as the lotus blooms each morning anew, rising from the still depths unstained, so too can we, each day, choose small acts of renewal, and in doing so, carry forward the ancient promise of the lotus, that life, when tended with patience and love, can be endlessly reborn.